everybody, Max here from MaksPlayground, and welcome to a Sims 2 speed building video. Yes, it is a speed building video, and I don't know if I'm back or not, but I am back for this video. As you guys can see in the title, this is the building that I live in and or grew up in. It's kind of like my childhood home, sort of, if that makes sense, and I'll get into that in just a second. So basically, I just want to say thank you guys. I hope you're staying. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope you guys are staying safe, and thank you for the continuous support from y'all and the newcomers and everything like that. Thank you guys all for the support that you've been giving me. It really does mean a lot, especially in a time like this that's been going on. So I just want to say thank you and welcome. If you're new, welcome to the playground. And yeah, I'll probably talk a little bit more about that before I kind of introduce what I'm doing. So basically, this is, like I said, the building that I grew up in, and my dad owns a building. He owns the building that I grew up in. It's a fourplex apartment, and we moved here when I was about 13, and we've kind of lived in it. I wouldn't say ever since, but I lived in one of the apartments, the one that you kind of see me working on first. I grew up kind of in that one as a teenager, and then I lived, then I moved out around 18, between 18 and 19, 20, and then I moved back here a couple of years ago. Now, I didn't move back in with them. I rented an apartment from my dad. It's the one on the top floor that you'll see me do after. I live here with my partner. So yeah, basically, it was really surreal doing this because of how, like, I mean, it's not completely accurate. Things are a little bit different, but just like how weird, it was just really weird doing it because of, it was just what I remembered from growing up. I showed my partner, and he was really, they were really weirded out by how accurate everything was. They were like, oh my god. And I want to show my mom. My mom does know I do this, and she's like, oh, I'm excited to see it. So instead of just taking pictures and showing it to her, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make a video. And so some of this is for my subs and stuff like that, but this is a lot for my mom because I know right now she could use a little bit of a pick-me-up. So yeah, I am pretty excited about it. There will be a download link in the description below if you guys want to download it. There is quite a bit of CC. There's more recolors than CC though, which I love recolors of the objects that we get in the game. So yeah, things are, like I said, things aren't super structurally sound, but a lot of it is, and like some just like dimensions will be off. And in the apartment that I'm working on, the bathroom is in a different place. Instead of in real life, the bathroom is actually like just before the kitchen, across from the bedroom that you guys see on this floor. But I just kind of made it in the entrance because there was some extra space. And then I did create a basement for this building, as there is in real life. That took a while. Like, that took like a couple of hours to get it correct, like do it properly. I had to follow, I did it from memory at first. It did not work out very well, and then I did it with a tutorial, and I had to fiddle around with it. It was annoying, but I got it done, and I was actually rather impressed with myself. I'm like, oh crap, like I was actually able to do it. So yeah, I got a basement in this house, and you guys will see me decorating it. I decorate my childhood, not really my childhood, but my room as a teenager, and like just it had like an influx of like memories come at me, and like I had some really crazy times in that. I've had some really crazy times in this apartment that I'm decorating now, good and bad. So it was kind of cool to just kind of revisit like old memories and stuff. So that was fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what my mom's reaction to it. I'm excited to see what you guys think of it. If you do like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and think about subscribing if you haven't. That's my little plug there. But yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty crazy. I haven't uploaded a video since Christmas time. I haven't worked on a voiceover since I haven't worked on a video or done a voiceover in since a little bit before Christmas. And I did announce that I was going on a bit of a hiatus. I haven't been live streaming or anything like that. I really wanted to focus more on live streaming over on Twitch, but I've just been so busy with real life stuff. One of the reasons why I did take a little bit of a hiatus was because I was working at a game store. I worked at EB Games or GameSpot. I almost said it. GameStop. I worked for them as a company for a little while, and it kind of took the fun out of playing games, I guess you could say. I know that some people don't have that experience, but I was surrounded by games all the time. I was always talking about games. I was always engaging in it, and I loved it. It was fun, but when I went home, it wasn't what I wanted to do. I mean, I played here and there. I played a lot of ESO, and I played The Sims for fun, but I felt like it was just another job for doing YouTube, and I didn't want to engage in it anymore. That was one of the reasons why. If you have been following any of the drama that's been going on in the Sims 2 community, I was kind of weirdly involved in that in a way, and I really wanted to separate myself from it. So, I kind of stepped back. Again, I still played The Sims. I just didn't really feel like I didn't have the motivation, I guess you could say, to make videos and stuff like that. And then I ended up getting a new job. I quit my job at the game store, and I got a new job working in my field. So I've been really focused on that. There was some turbulence in my relationship with my partner, and that kind of took precedent as well. I've started therapy. I'm just, really focusing on real life stuff and the goals that I had, put in place for myself. And it was just kind of nice to finally be able to focus on that and just kind of put, this on the back burner while still also enjoying what I could with it. So, that was fun. That's been fun. I've had a weird past couple months. I don't know if this is me being like, hey, I'm back, but I'm back for the moment. And yeah, so I'm just kind of avoiding the elephant in the room that everybody's been talking about, and I don't want to get too much into it about this whole COVID thing, because I know some people go to YouTube for an escape. I don't want to get too into it, but it's kind of been taking over social media. It's been taking over the news. It's been taking over, conversations that you have with people, right? So, I'm currently off work. I was working for about 4 weeks, about a month, starting to get used to things, and my work was like, nope, we have to close. So, unfortunately, I'm not currently working. However, they didn't let me go. I'm still an employee there, so I'm very fortunate enough to be getting paid for this. Which I feel bad because I'm not doing anything to help people, because I'm a youth program coordinator. I'm not doing anything to help anybody, but fortunately, I am still getting money, unlike a lot of people, which I might have a pretty heavy heart about that. My boyfriend is currently off work as well. He personally took time off because I am immune compromised. So if we were to get sick, if one of us were to get sick, I would be at very high risk of it leading to other complications and maybe not making a recovery from it. So I have to be very careful, as well as my mom has to be very careful too. So yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about. I really do hope you guys are staying safe. I hope none of you guys have been negatively impacted. I know that's probably not the case. Just try to stay positive, try to do what you can while being safe and practicing social distancing and stuff like that. So that's all I'm going to talk about. That's all I want to say. about that. Again, sorry if that, you know, annoyed you or anything like that, but that's what I gotta say about it. So yeah, I'm currently making the apartment that my parents currently live in. They renovated this apartment and moved in about 2 years ago now, and it's like the nicest apartment in the building because my dad put a lot of time and effort, and my mom had to help him make a lot of decisions and stuff, and it was weird because again, it's odd how accurate it is, if that makes sense. I like, the one thing that annoyed me is that I had to make like a deck. There is no deck. Like there's no, well, there is a deck in the back, but there's no decks in the front. Like there's not like a porch or anything like that, which is annoying that I had to do, but I was like, yeah, it doesn't look terrible. I didn't get to focus too much on the outside of the building though, because there's not really much. Like basically this building is at an end of a dead end street. There's like this building and one building beside us, and then there's just train tracks, and it's like a dead end street, but well, not really a dead end street, like, because you can go around and up a hill, but it's at the end of a street that doesn't go straight, so it's just train tracks. And then our backyard isn't really much, but like kind of like I want to say, like, I don't want to say a wrecking yard, but it has like the layout of like a wrecking yard. So like there's just like the train tracks, there's like a little building to do with the people who work there, and then there's like a little bit of a yard. There's not a whole lot. That's where my dad parks their, like, where my parents keep their cars, and the other tenant keeps their cars and stuff. There's like a shed for tools, like nothing really worth putting in. I did put some stuff on the back of the I guess on the porches, but you don't really see me doing that. You don't really see me doing a whole lot. There was a lot of footage, but I really wanted to focus on like the inside of the house and getting in as much accuracy as possible. So I just like focused mostly on that in the video. I somehow got it down to 20 minutes or so, which I was surprised about. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this apartment and the apartment upstairs, which is the one that we live in. I didn't do the fourth apartment because there's four places in this building. I didn't do the fourth apartment. I just left it empty because I've been in it personally. I just don't remember a whole lot of the layout. I kind of just left it. So if you guys do want to download this house, feel free to, and you can do whatever you want with that. I do need to upload it still. As I'm recording this, I need to upload it, but I need to turn it into an apartment lot beforehand. So if you guys want to download it, it is in the link will be in the description below. There is going to be custom content in it, so just kind of, if you don't want custom content in your game, make sure you're using the CC installer to take care of that. The room that I'm working on right now, actually, I put a bed in there because my parents first moved in, it was a spare bedroom, but they did end up taking the bed out, and it's now just my mom's computer room. So she kind of, she just goes on the computer in there, and then the room that is, I don't even know if I included footage for that. The room that it had the green, I put the green walls. I put like a sewing machine in there because that's my mom's craft room. My mom like loves doing crafting. She loves making cards. She loves knitting and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of made that like a homage to where, you know, your sim could, you know, go in there and do their hobbies, right? So if you do download this, you can make it into whatever room you want. I know that there is a cheat that you can rent. If it's an apartment lot, you can rent the apartments furnished. And I just don't remember what cheat it is. I think it's the bullprop cheat, and then you shift and click, and it says rent furnished apartment. So if you guys want to do that, do feel free to. Let me know if you plan on downloading this house and stuff, and if you like it, let me know. I've been getting just like these influx of people that have messaged me on Tumblr, people who've been writing in on the comments just saying how, you know, this has been my videos have been keeping them, you know, keeping them busy, I guess you could say. I had people message me on Tumblr. That's kind of what got me back into building. Was I got like 2 or 3 messages on Tumblr saying like, hey, you know, your videos are really good, or like, hey, I really like your videos, are you planning on making more? I just want to thank you guys if you're watching this. Thank you so much if you did reach out and message me. And, you know, I do appreciate that. I check them. I try to do my best to check and respond to most of the comments. If I don't respond to them, I usually try to, like, heart react them so that I know that my viewers know that I am seeing it and I'm appreciating it. I know, again, I've been gone for a while, so it's nice to, like, just kind of be back a bit. I don't know, again, how much I'm back. I do want to do some live streaming. However, right now, I'm not sure how feasible it is because, as I mentioned, my boyfriend has been staying home from work to, you know, keep both of us safe, and we're in the same computer room again, so I don't want to have to be like, hey, can you get out while I live stream? You know, I just don't think that's very nice. We used to have our computers set up in our living room when we weren't living in the current city that we're living in when we were away last year, and it was a big enough living room where I was still able to stream. But the room that our computer is in is pretty, I won't say big, but small. You guys will see it in this apartment that I'm doing right now. This is the current apartment that we live in, and this is what I'm doing in the game right now. But yeah, I just feel like it'd be kind of rude of me to be like, hey, either be super quiet or, you know, get out. So I wouldn't do that. He would probably tell me to go fuck myself, to be honest. But yeah. So, like, I don't know, I just haven't been streaming a whole lot, but I've also had internet problems too, so it's usually best when there's not a lot of people using the internet. And even when I streamed, there was some issues that I had, and it got really annoying, and I just said, whatever, screw it. So that's kind of one of the things I've been a little bit one of the reasons why I've been a little bit hesitant to do some live stream. I'm kind of in the midst of wanting to get a new internet provider, but it's not exactly feasible at the moment. So yeah, hoping that I can get back on the live stream train and focus on some of the other creative projects that I wanted to focus on, which was including another YouTube channel. I'm currently really actually considering doing it for on a couple of different topics, more real life stuff. I've told a couple of my friends that I have another channel that I want to work on. I already have like a banner and like an intro and stuff made from a little while back, but I want to kind of put it into use. So yeah, I'm currently making our computer room now. In real life, this room is a disaster at the moment, but this is generally what it looks like. My boyfriend's computer is the one like in the corner. You'll see me put a Sims 3 poster over the one desk, which is where mine is currently. I tried to make like some different computers and stuff like that, and the shelf that I'm working on right now has like all my little knickknacks, all my gaming stuff, and yeah, it was fun. It was really fun to make. I put like the little freezer bunny, which I was so excited I had in the game, like, because I have a knitted one in real life that my aunt made me, and I was just really stoked that I could like use it and be like, yes, I actually have that. But yeah, it's weird because like the accuracy in the sense is like the flooring is pretty accurate, like the color of the flooring is pretty accurate. All our walls are white, unfortunately, in our apartment. I want to paint our apartment, but that's something that I don't think will happen. And like just the furniture, I try to make it as accurate as possible. The stuff in the living room wasn't super, like, it was super accurate, but not at the same time. And then, like, again, I mentioned the structural. Oh, you guys hear that? Sorry. The structural part of the building is a little bit different. There's some things that are a bit different in it. Like our living room, I had to like move stuff around. The kitchen's a little bit bigger because I didn't want it to be too small, like Sims routing issues. I haven't play tested this building, but yeah, I am rather excited that I was able to get it like as close as possible. I'm sure people won't really care. It's a building, you know, but I wanted to like kind of like put in kind of like how like my style and stuff like that. I could make a dream home. If you guys are interested in me making like a dream home in The Sims 2, let me know. Let me know if you guys want to see me do like a video tutorial or / tutorial on like how I build my houses, or like whether I look on like websites for inspiration or I just kind of organically do it. I have answered those questions before, but if it's something you guys are interested in knowing about, let me know. I do hope that you guys like it. I do hope that you guys, if you haven't already, consider subscribing. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. I honestly, it means the world to me that you guys are still like engaging and watching and stuff like that. I do hope that you guys like this, and if you want to download it again, just letting you know, it is in the description below, guys. So let me know if you do download it, and yeah, bye guys.